to my channel. Sorry for the echo, but I'm in my bathroom right now. Today I wanted to come and make this video that I promised in my last hair update video with the 20-inch braids, that I would make a video the next time I did a henna treatment. So as you can probably tell, I do not have my 20-inch braids in anymore. I took them out last night, washed and conditioned my hair, and right now I have my hair twisted up. I'm just looking behind me in the mirror. I have my hair twisted up, and I actually have some Vicks through my parts. I'm just trying out that Vicks Vapor Rub treatment other people are talking about as well. So what I'm going to show you is how I mix the henna for myself. This is what I did the last time. I made a few mistakes the last time, so I feel like I've figured out what I should do this time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm using and just show you how I mix it up. I'm doing this now before I wash this out of my hair, because as I did the last time, I let it set while I wash my hair and then blow dry my hair, and then I put it on. That way, just giving the henna a little bit more time to develop. So I'm going to switch frames now and put you guys towards the henna and show you how I do it. So be right back. Okay guys, so now you can see my incredibly small vanity that we have in this house. And you see this is my plastic mixing bowl, which I just got at the dollar store the last time I did my henna. I have about 6.5 ounces of warmed coconut milk right here. I warmed the coconut milk up for a minute in my microwave so that it could help the henna develop better. And then this is my henna. I'll take my little kitty cat thing off there. So I'm using the Godrej Nupur henna. It's the one with the 9 herbs in it, 100% natural. And please excuse my shaky handwork right here. This is the first time I'm doing this, filming like this. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, hopefully, it has the 9 different herbs and the henna in it. So we've got hibiscus, brahmi, shikakai, what is that? Methi, neem, jatamansi, aloe vera, binraj, and amla. So the last time that I made this, I used 8 teaspoons. They weren't actually teaspoons. It was actually a plastic spoon like this. I just did heaping teaspoons. But when I did it the last time, I definitely made too much. So I'm going to try for 4 teaspoons this time, 4 heaping teaspoons, and see how that does for me. If I need a little bit more while I'm mixing it, then I'll go ahead. I did notice that when I took out my braids last night, that my hair had gotten a little bit thicker. So I'll probably end up doing 5 teaspoons, maybe even 6, but I'm going to start off with 4. So I'm going to, and I also have some olive oil here. The last time that I did this, I put way too much oil in it, and I felt like it made my henna a little bit too slippery. Like, I don't know if I really got as much effect if I hadn't. And the reason why I used so much is because I was thinking about a recipe that I saw online, and I did not adjust it down for the fact that I was not using the whole bag. So I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon of it this time. So I'm going to angle you guys so you can see me do it, hopefully. So I'll be right back while I set that up. Okay guys, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I have my henna right here. I had it sealed, as you saw, with my little kitty cat clip, potato chip bag clip thing. So this is about the heaping teaspoon, or I guess it's a teaspoon that I'm going to use. So that's 1, 2. I'm going to put a little more on this 3rd one because I didn't get a lot on that 2nd one. 3. 4. Yeah, 4 actually looks pretty good, but 5 is my favorite number, so I will put 5. If I can get a good teaspoon. Okay. So I'm close that up. If I need some more, then I got it right here and I can start. Okay, so I'm surprised that I can see it again this time, but I noticed this the last time. Hopefully you guys can see that. Like, you know, there's like little, the herbs are in it and it almost looks like hair. I thought that might have been a fluke the last time, but it's not. So I'm just gonna go through it a little bit with my spoon before I put any liquid in it. Because I had an issue the last time where I felt like it really wasn't as smooth as some of the henna videos I had seen, and I wasn't sure if it was something I was doing or whatnot. But I'm gonna put the 1 teaspoon of oil first. Put that down so you guys can see that. Okay. So because of my benign tremors, just a little bit more than a teaspoon. The last time I started mixing the oil in before putting in the milk, and I felt like maybe that made it a little clumpy. So I'm going to start pouring some milk in as well. Hope you guys can see I have like a little well there. So, and this henna, I mean, I've never used any other henna, so I can't really say about the smell, but I don't mind the smell. It smells just like herbs, you know, nothing, doesn't stink or anything like that, so it doesn't really bother me. I'm just going to pour this whole thing in there because I'm pretty sure I will need it. I do have the whole can of coconut milk in my kitchen. It's in my fridge right now. So since it looks like I probably will need some, I will just pause you guys while I go to get some more. Yeah, I probably need the whole can, I think. Or maybe at least... yeah. So I will be right back, guys. I'm going to go warm up some more coconut milk and then I'll jump right back in and keep mixing. Okay guys, I'm back. I warmed up another 6.5 ounces of coconut milk. So I'm just gonna add this a little bit at a time because I think it's like right there to where I want it to be. If any of you, I'm just trying to angle this so you guys can see it better. If any of you guys have used the Godrej Nupur henna before, please leave me a message down below because I'm very curious about the way the henna looks once it's mixed. You wouldn't think it would look this way when you look at it in the pouch, but then when you start mixing it, it's like little pieces of leaves and fibrous material is in it, which, and I mean, I understand it would be because it's all these herbs are in it, but I don't feel like I saw this on other videos where girls were using this particular brand. So I mean, I'll show you guys more once I got it to the consistency I want. Since I don't have like super long hair, I don't need it to be super runny. I actually would prefer it to be a little bit thicker so that when I put it on my hair, it'll just stay until I get finished with the rest of my head. But I will go through that more once I'm videotaping that process. Let me see. So far that's what it's looking like. I definitely can actually smell the henna a lot this time. The last time I did it, I used, the only oil we had in the house was a pre-made mix of oils that I had made, and it was full of rosemary oil and Brazilian nut oil and all these oils, and it has such a flowery fragrance, and it gave me a headache, to be honest, the next day, but I couldn't really tell what the henna smelled like. But I feel like now I can. So do you see all those like lumps? Like, I feel like everybody I saw on YouTube doing it, their stuff was just like smooth. Maybe it was just their camera. I'm almost to where I want it to be. So I'm just gonna keep stirring. And then I don't think I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but the reason why I'm using the coconut milk is that before I first did this or even bought the Nupur henna, I had seen quite a few videos on YouTube and read some articles through Pinterest where people were saying that the coconut milk helps the henna to release faster, and that it also helps when you try to remove the henna. You know, it gives you a little more slip when you go to take it out, and that it's, you know, just a little bit better than using hot water or tea and things like that. Since I'm not expecting my hair to really change color, well, you guys have seen me, I have dark brown hair. I believe I would typically just be called a 1B in hair color. Just mixing this around, make sure I get it. Yeah, a little bit more. So just a little bit at a time. I waited to do this on a Friday because I am planning to wear this overnight. I did it the last time and my hair was very strong. It felt really good when I took it out, and I'm hoping for the same effect this time. Once my hair is out from the henna tomorrow, I'm planning to put in some faux locks, individual faux locks. So I definitely want my hair to be as nourished as possible. My last style I kept in for just about 7 weeks. But I think that was kind of too long. Even though I washed my hair intermittently throughout the time, I still had that like ball of lint and dirt where I attached it, and I feel like it was just troublesome. So I think one more pour of this and then it'll be exactly where I want. Of course I would do that. And that coconut milk is hot. Ooh, oh my gosh. That like scalded me almost. Okay, so yeah, this seems pretty good. Yeah, this seems pretty good. So I do have a little bit, you can probably tell, stuck there in the spoon. Since I don't have my gloves on right now, I'm not gonna try and take it off right now, but I will take it off and then mix it in with the rest, and then I will go ahead and wash this vapor rub out my hair and then blow dry it, and then come back and show you guys how I apply the henna. My husband's probably gonna have to videotape that for me because I have no idea how I could do it myself. But either way, guys, so I will see you in a bit. When we come back, you'll see that the henna has darkened. I remember that very clearly from the last time. So you can see right now it's kind of like it's a little bit lighter than chocolate pudding, but I don't want to call it a poo color because that's just I don't want to say that to be honest. So it's just the consistency that I want. So let me stop rambling. I'm gonna go ahead, jump in the shower. My hair is clean from last night, so I'm basically just washing out my leave-in conditioner that I put in and rinsing out this fix, and then I'll dry it and I'll be right back. So see you in a bit. Okay guys, so I have showered, washed the Vicks Vapor Rub out of my hair and blown dry my hair, and now you can see that the color has definitely changed from what it looked like before. So I'm gonna get ready to put this on. My husband is filming, that's why you see my two hands here. So we're just gonna switch shots and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're in shot now, so I'm just going to show you guys how I apply the henna. I'm not going to do my whole head because there are like 1,000 videos showing how to apply henna, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I already put Egyptian magic all around my hairline, on top of my ears, the nape of my neck, just so that I don't get any mess. The consistency of it is pretty thick, so I don't think I'll have too much dribbles or anything. And this shirt is about 10 years old, so I don't really care if it gets messed up. So let me just get started. And I do have gloves on. You have to have gloves when you use henna. Since they're too big, I do have like little rubber bands to make sure I don't get any on my hands. Okay, so I'm just going to take a glob of it. It's about the consistency of cake pudding. And just start. One thing I noticed about this henna the last time, and I'm feeling again, is that there seem to be lumps from the herbs, that I can feel them as I'm rubbing it on. I tried to get my edges pretty well, but since I'm not really coloring my hair, it's not that big a deal. And then as you can see, I have a part there, so I just make sure that I got the front section. The reason that I blew my hair out is so that it would be easier for me to finger part. And my hair is very stubborn if it's not being finger parted. So as you can see, I'm just pulling it through, and then take my finger and part, and as you can see, it's already transferred through because it wasn't that big of a section. So I just will continue doing this. The good thing about this coconut milk that I noticed the last time and this time is that it really gives me a lot of slip to go through and coat a section. So this is basically the method to what I'm doing here. Like you guys can see that I can just go right through. It's not any big burrs or hang-ups with it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera. I'm going to finish putting this on my whole head, and I'll come back right before I wrap my head in saran wrap. So I'll see you just now. Okay guys, so I have put the henna all over my head. I'm going to turn around so my husband can show you the back of me. I don't know how much henna I might have on my neck and stuff, but I think I did pretty well. It turned out that 5 spoons was exactly what I needed, and I used about 12 ounces of coconut milk. I also wanted to mention that when I shampooed my hair, once I got the Vicks Vapor Rub out, I poured the remaining 4 ounces of coconut milk over my head, because what else was I going to do with it? So now that I've got my hair completely covered in the henna, my husband is holding my saran wrap for me, so I'm going to attempt to put this around my head right now. I'm just going to take these gloves off because there's no way that I'm going to be able to do this with this saran wrap any other way. Okay, so thank you, dear. I might need more, but if I do, I have the box right here. So I just pull it tight right there. Stop laughing, dear. You guys, he's laughing at me. This ain't right. This is a very good hair treatment, so you don't need to be carrying on. Okay. Bring the edges up. I am going to sit with this overnight, so I'm just going to use what's left on this roll to really... Stop laughing, John. Gosh. You see this guy? It's not that funny, dude, you know. Just so you know. So anyway, just tuck it and tuck it. I want to be able to hear the rest of the night. So thank goodness I have very small ears. I can just untuck them. And stop sighing. Okay. So that's insulated, and then I'm just gonna cover my head with this plastic cap. I'll keep my ears in, so that way I don't get it on my pillow or anything. So there we go, guys. There was my preparation of my henna and my henna application. When I wash it out tomorrow morning, I am going to have my husband film me maybe outside to see if my hair took on any red tint. I don't believe it will, but we will do it just to see. I definitely think that this time was better than the last time I did the henna because I did not add as much oil, and so I feel like this henna is actually going to stick to my hair and coat my hair. And I definitely would recommend, if you have naturally coarse hair like mine, I think my hair texture is like a 4C or 4Z as in zebra, something like that. If you're going to do it, I do recommend blowing your hair out even on cool heat, just to be able to go through it, because since I did that, I was able to just lay henna on one side and it would go through to the next side. Even my husband couldn't believe it. So I just was able to do that, and this took me probably like, what baby, I think like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do my whole head up. And so as I said, I'm going to put some towels on my pillows, and I'm going to go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow morning and wash this out, and I'll give you a further review on how I think it did. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi YouTube, welcome back to this part of the video. I am now sitting down a week later since you last saw me to do this synopsis and give you my basic thoughts on henna as a treatment for natural hair or any kind of hair. So as you can see, I look a little different than the last time you saw me. After I washed out the henna, I blew my hair out on cool and warm. Then I ran some of my Ite Butter Shine through it and really got in there, made sure that my hair was nice and shiny and whatnot. And then I went ahead and I put in these the Crochet Bomba Faux Dreadlock Sew by Bobbi Boss. I'll be doing a video on these. That'll be the next thing I film today, so I'll be wearing the same outfit. But I'll be doing a video on these and what I thought about them. But overall, doing the henna this time, I'm so happy I did it again. I'm so happy I didn't just look at my first results, as good as they were, and just say, oh, I'm good now, I don't need to do it again. I feel like I will be using henna on my hair for the foreseeable future, and let me tell you why. Firstly, the henna makes my hair feel so strong. I don't remember my hair feeling this strong since I was a child. Just a little background for you guys. When I was a child, I remember in kindergarten, so I was about 6 or 7, I had a very bad case of ringworm in my scalp. And so my mother shaved my hair off when I was going to kindergarten, first grade, something like that. A couple of years later, I got ringworm again, and this wasn't like out of my house. We had a babysitter that we went to, and she would do everybody's hair at the same time. So she would use the same comb, and that's how myself, my sister, we kept getting the ringworm. But anyway, my hair has not felt this strong. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but after I even blew it out a little bit on cool, it's like I could take the bunch of my hair in my hand and just squeeze. It was just like, I don't know, it's like the first time it felt real to me in a very long time. Previously, I would, you know, touch my hair and it just feel like, I don't know, like wispy. Even though it was full, it was thick, it just like it wasn't even there. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's just, I can tell the difference. I felt like my hair was strong, it was there, it was fortified. That's what it felt like to me. Also, another reason why I love the henna is, when I usually wash my hair, I will have little coils all over my shower, everywhere. When I go to blow out my hair, they'll be everywhere. When I use the henna, the fall is a lot less. The hair fall is, if it's 10 on a regular time without henna, I would say with the henna, it's like a 2, 2.5. My shower was not covered in hair when I washed that henna out. It was like 1 or 2 that were around. When I blew it out, I did have a little bit, but it was nothing, as I said, like it usually is. So that's the main thing that I was just like, whoa. Like I couldn't believe it. So I think definitely for hair fall, if you always have hair just coming out and you're not pulling on, you're not doing anything to it, it's just usual styling, I definitely recommend the henna for that. I didn't get any significant color change, and I do apologize. I was supposed to have my husband like take a picture of me outside, but it was rainy and gloomy that day and there really wasn't any light, and I wanted to make sure I got this hair in. I didn't want to wait around, but he said that it might have had like a slightly brown tinge to it, but I highly doubt that because my hair does not take color easily, and I know that that henna is not, that's not like the major goal for it, and since I don't have any gray hairs yet, it really wasn't going to change anything. What else would I say about it? I feel like using the coconut milk as my activating agent, as the liquid part of the recipe, I feel like it really softened my hair, it conditioned my hair, and you know, coconut milk is good by itself anyway. So, you know, adding that to henna, I think really made a good difference. I think also, as I mentioned earlier in this video, using the coconut milk definitely activated the henna, what is it, the lawsone or whatever in the henna, to come out quicker. The color of the henna when I went to put it in looks similar to henna that I've seen people on YouTube leave overnight. I mean, I would go from the room, come back, and it would be 10 shades darker. Like it was rapidly activating or developing, whatever you want to call it. So I think definitely I would do it. Overall I paid like less than $8 for that big bag of henna that I had. The coconut milk was like $1 at my dollar store. You can usually find it in the food aisle in the dollar store, or in your supermarket. You can find it in the Asian aisle, Asian foods aisle. What else did I use? I used, what, 1/4 teaspoon of olive oil, which I had anyway, but you can use really any oil I believe you have on hand. And I didn't put any lemon juice or anything in it, but overall it is a very inexpensive process to do. I know if I was still living in Brooklyn, I could easily go just to my local Indian shop and probably get the henna for even cheaper, maybe even get a, you know, a stronger version, whatnot. But for where I am now, ordering it off Amazon was a good price, and I still have plenty. I think in that pouch I probably have enough for 3 or 4, maybe even 5 more treatments. 5 is my lucky number. I used 5 heaping teaspoons, as you guys saw me in that recipe, and it made the perfect amount. By the time I was ending the bowl, it was perfect. I had got every part of my hair. I want to also recommend that if you have natural hair, very coily hair, I definitely recommend blow drying it out, even if it's only on cool, or doing some kind of stretching technique before you apply the henna. So if you are totally a no heat person, then maybe do like the rubber band method or the string tie method, or braid it out or something so that your hair is stretched out. I feel like by blowing it, I was able to just really go through. Even my husband, who was helping me film, could see that I could just take up some, rub it on, and it would be on the other side, and I would really just have to massage my hair between my fingers to get it completely coated. So I don't know if that's just because my hair is not super long and super full yet, or if, you know, as I believe, it's really because I, you know, did get it a little bit straighter, a little bit less coily, where they, instead of just clumping up, it would transfer through. So I really don't think I have anything else to say about it. I will continue using it. I think it is beneficial for my hair. My hair feels great. When I put this style in, I still feel like it looks great. I think it will just continue to look better and even more like real dreadlocks as it grows out. I'm planning to keep this hair in for maybe a month, month and a half, depending. This is really a no tension method that I did this time, so I don't even really feel like my hair is bothered by it. I will do a wash and light condition on it in about another week, so next weekend, because I like to let my hair get used to and set the first 2 weeks after I put a protective style in. So by next week I'll go ahead and I'll just give it a nice little rinse. But overall it's been doing really good. I've been using my Blue Magic hair grease in it every like 2 or 3 days, and I've been using a little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub just on my edges. I think I only did it once so far. The rest of the time I've been using castor oil, and I just take a cotton pad and just take really warm water on the cotton pad, squeeze it out, and then just wipe off the Vicks Vapor Rub. But it feels really good. So I think the next time I do a video, I will film that as well, when I do my henna treatment and my Vicks treatment. But anyway, guys, I don't want to ramble on because this video has been already extremely long. Thank you so much for staying through this one. If I can, I will go ahead and I will put the times when I start each process. I'll put when it starts in the video down below. So just if you want to skip, I don't mind, because I know it's a long video. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to film the video about this hair so that I can get it uploaded for you guys. If you have any questions about the henna, please leave them down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so the link I leave down below for the henna, if you do click on it and buy it, I will earn a commission for it, but you don't have to. But I have to disclose everything, so I'm just saying that to you guys. But anyway, please watch out for the next video. Check out my new blog if you'd like to just learn a little bit more about me and find out what's going on with me. It is www.thechocolatemommy.com, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.